What do you do if multiple people are hurt in a car crash? I'm Danny Cornell, and I'm here to help you with that today. I'm a trial lawyer, and I've had trials for over 25 years for people hurt in all kinds of crashes, collisions, and accidents. I got my bike out today because it's a common thing in motorcycle crashes to have people hurt and hurt bad. And sadly, I've had many cases where there's a passenger as well as the driver, and it had nothing to do with the fault of the driver of the motorcycle. You see, in my experience, people don't see motorcycles. You know, when they're driving, they used to seeing cars and other traffic, but they see the motorcycle and it doesn't register in their brain. In one crash I can think of, a guy who had the right of way, another guy was stopped at a stop sign with a big pickup truck, and he was driving his motorcycle with his wife on the back. 35 miles in town, 35 miles per hour in town, and the truck driver looked right at him, saw the motorcycle, but it didn't register in their brain. So they pulled out, causing my client to T-bone them. Now, he could have laid it down, but then he could have been decapitated too. And you may not think 35 miles an hour is very fast, but when you're riding a motorcycle and you hit an immovable object like a big pickup truck, it's very, very severe collision. In fact, in this case, the motorcycle came back on him and his wife, who was holding on to him. This reminds me of a prior video I did. If you ride a motorcycle, call your insurance adjuster now. Get underinsured and uninsured motorist coverage and at least $1 million. Because more often than not, the guy driving that pickup truck who didn't see you, didn't yield, they won't have enough to cover your injuries, let alone the injuries of your passenger. Well, what do? Both you and your passenger are hurt. The insurance adjuster calls you and says, I have $50,000. 25 for one, 50 for two. Oftentimes this will drag out, and it'll drag out and on until they figure out how they're going to make the offer for the $50,000. You need a lawyer. You need a good personal injury lawyer. Otherwise, it'll drag on forever. Sometimes what I have to do in those cases is just file suit. Get in front of a judge and have the judge apportion the $50,000 that's available. Then I can go after that underinsured motorist coverage for the additional damages. Because you're not going to be injured on a motorcycle and have minimal damages. It just isn't the way it works. There's no protection here. I love to ride motorcycles, but I have to ride very defensively because the general public doesn't see me. They're not used to looking for motorcycles. Again, they can look right at you and still pull out in front of you or change lanes into you. Get that underinsured motorist coverage, add it. Uninsured motorist coverage, add it. If you're driving a motorcycle, you need to have good protection on your policy. Thanks. If you need anything, give me a call. I'm happy to help you with your case.